waiting in the undertow, set adrift with featherweight like bows, unaware of where my heart would flow. I was waiting in the undertow. Can't touch the bottom, sit into a tumble, waves that shake me out of my skin. Never been so easy.
Okay, see, we got all of these islands. See, so this is Plant Island. Now let's go over.
This is a plant island right here?
Yeah. And let's go here to Skullfighter Airplane Island.
Skullfighter Airplane Island. Spider Island. There's some spiders.
And this is Spider Island, and this is the Deerhead.
Deerhead Island?
No, this is the Deerhead Island.
Deerhead Island?
And this is the Squid Island.
Dead Squid Island, okay.
And the water feels like a friend I've not seen in years, so familiar and strange at once, like a lover who lost her touch. At first I was hesitant, now it seems oh so curious. How'd I wind up so far from home?
So let me take you around for a little campsite tour here at our site at Crooked River State Park. So we're right here at site 22, and there's two main loops on this campground. The campground part is not that big considering how big the state park is. So there's just this one big loop here that goes all the way around, and then way back there's another smaller loop. This is the main loop here, and so we're kind of on the back side of it. And these campsites have lots and lots of room. So there's our friends that came here to kind of camp with us. They have a pull-through site. Some of them are pull-through, some of them are back-in. Ours is a back-in site here. These sites have a ton of room, and I like how this state park, even though they have plenty of room, they didn't just stack the campsites in here. You know, thinking back on places like Florence Marina, where they just had the sites just packed in there, so you were super close to everybody. Here you have lots and lots of room, especially, you know, for where you want to put your camper. You don't have to back it in all the way. You got plenty of wiggle room there. We did put the awning up this weekend. We had to tie it down because the wind was blowing bad yesterday. As you can see here, plenty of room for the truck on that side, plenty of room for hanging out right here on this side. This particular site has an awesome fire pit, worked excellent for cooking that chicken yesterday. A nice little concrete pad there. There's Stella. And just lots and lots of room. You see, lots of room to run around and play here. You're not getting in everybody's stuff. And then there's only 2 bathrooms on this place. So this loop has a bathroom right there beside that playground. And then the other loop that's over there has its own bathroom. The bathrooms are pretty nice, but the bathrooms are centrally located, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, I guess it does a little bit, but you're pretty close to the bathroom no matter where you are because it's in the middle of this loop. And I guess they could have made more campsites in here. You see all this open space, but it's kind of nice that they didn't. Just gives you a little more room here, run around and play and everything. And all the sites are just a hair bit different as far as the shape. You can see this one here has this little extra kind of parking pad area. So they're all a little different, but I really like the fact that there's plenty of room for your vehicles. Like my buddies over there, they got 2 cars, their camper, and a boat, and still plenty of room. So all the campsites have lots and lots of parking room if you are bringing more than one vehicle. I really like that. You don't see that at every state park or campsite.
I was waiting in the undertow. Said a drift fell away like balls. Unaware where my heart would flow. I was waiting in the undertow. And I was dreaming of a love I love. I fell asleep within an autumn flow.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Pop-Up Life, and it's time for our official review of Crooked River State Park here near St. Mary's, Georgia. So we came for a 3-day weekend here.
Yep.
And heading out right now, just got everything packed up. And I think we have covered all the ones on this little stretch of the Georgia coast.
Yeah.
If not, let us know in the comments below if we missed any. But we've done Jekyll, we did Blythe, we did Skidaway, and now Crooked River. Of course, there are some little small campgrounds, private campgrounds around, but as far as the four
State
big
parks,
ones,
yeah.
I think we've covered those four big ones.
Right.
And I would have to say, this of those four, this is probably my favorite. Do you like it better than Skidaway?
I think it's about tit for tat for Skidaway for me.
About the same Skidaway. I like it a little better than Skidaway because it's a little more spacious. Got a little more room between the campsites. Campsites are a little bigger.
The campsites here are very large. There was maybe 4 or 5 that I saw that were a little small, but very large. But I would say not all the campsites here are shaded like they would be at Skidaway.
Yeah,
there was, like,
that's
our
true.
campsite was not shaded.
That's true. It's definitely a small. The whole area itself is just as big, if not bigger, than Skidaway. But the actual campsite area is considerably smaller. Skidaway had like 5 different loops.
Yeah.
This one has 2 loops, and they're not that big. I mean, even a
It sort
park
of just
close,
goes in a big circle.
yeah, it had.
In
I'd
a
say
circle.
even a small part like Reed Bingham back home, it has about that many campsites.
No, it's got more than that.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Anyway, they definitely gave them plenty of room,
Yes.
spread them out.
Yes.
So that's a big plus. Most of them are shaded. Ours had a little bit of sun, but it wasn't bad because
the weather. But I think it would have been hot if it was not have been the weather so nice.
Yeah.
Because when I got in the bunks to lay down with the boys for a nap, we forgot to put the things on the top of the bunk, and it was just like heat coming down
I gotcha.
from the sun. I mean, it was like bacon on that end. So I put the fan on them, and they were fine. But hotter weather would have been hot in that site.
I like how the bathrooms are centrally located at all the sites. I mean, we were pretty close to it, but it's
Yeah.
kind of in the middle of the loops.
Right.
So everybody's pretty close
Especially
to
if you're on the inner loop, you're close to it. Like
But-
we were. And the playground is right in front of the bathroom.
Yeah, they have lots of different playgrounds here, which is nice.
Yes.
And everywhere, anywhere you camp, you're within short walking distance to a
Right.
playground, which is very handy. We were in a handicap site. The fire pit on our site was super nice.
Because it was elevated and we had more cement.
Yeah, we had a little cement pad there.
The other people don't normally
So,
have.
yeah, most of these places only have room for one vehicle plus the camper, but this had room for multiple. It was just real
Right.
big.
Yeah.
Real big.
Almost every site was like that though that we saw, except maybe 5 or 6 sites.
Right.
All the sites were big. I tried to make a note of them. I didn't do as good of a job as I intended to. But I'll definitely sort of circle on the map and I'll figure it out and I'll write it in the comments below which sites were the largest sites. If that's important to you. I mean, some people don't mind,
Yeah,
but it's
ours
important
wasn't
to
a
us.
pull through. Our friends was a pull through, but it didn't really matter. They're so big,
Right.
they're really easy to back into.
Yeah.
What else? Lots of good trails around here. Lots and lots of good trails. Lots to do.
Centrally located. I like it because you could be at the beach in 30 minutes. I always have the attitude, you could be 5 minutes from the beach or 30 minutes to the beach. If you have to get in a car to go to the beach, you know, you're having to pack the car the
Load
same amount
up
of stuff.
kids, yeah.
No matter what, if you're 5 or 30 minutes away. So this is nice without it being directly on the beach, which I think would be fun, but I think would also be really sandy and a little like, all right, we need some not sand. So
Yeah,
that
we
would,
had gravel. There's all the sites are gravel, and it actually was able to keep the camper pretty clean.
yeah, it wasn't too bad. Now, I do have a con. You may not have it.
Yeah.
Showers. Some of the worst that I've been to in a state park. Had no water pressure.
The pressure on mine was variable. It was good, and then somebody else would come in there, and then it would go down.
Both of them were rough.
It was about an average state park bathroom. Yeah, it wasn't the nicest we've been to. How did you go in the other one? Was the family bathroom?
I did. They did. So they in the other loop that they had, there was a family bathroom like they had in Bogle. I went in those, but I couldn't read the hot and cold on the water, so I couldn't figure out the water. And the stream, I had to change bathrooms twice with the boys, because otherwise it was just like a straight stream like you have like when you go to a beach. You know, that's kind of nozzle it had at the top, and I couldn't figure it out, so I went to the second one. Still not great water pressure.
Okay. So
it was just a little
negative on the bathroom.
That's it, though.
The nature center was a plus. A lot of these state parks have them, but they don't actually have somebody in there kind of that can.
I didn't know a lot of them had it. That's the first time I've been.
Well, they call it different things like enrichment center, or I've seen different names. I feel like Florence Marina had one, but it wasn't open.
Yeah. Okay.
Something like that.
It was really nice.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like you spend all day in there.
No, you spend like 20-30 minutes in there.
But
something to do.
It was a nice touch to it.
And as you can see, this beautiful water, these views are incredible.
This is probably the best views of any state park we've been to. Just really, really nice. And if you got a boat, I mean, we went back out yesterday for an hour, so you can just be in the water riding around in no time.
Yep, really quick.
Really handy, really good, accessible boat ramp. What else?
I think that's it. I think you can't go wrong here. I mean, that's the bottom line.
Yeah.
You love it here. There's tons of open green space. Like if your kids like to play ball or soccer or something like that, there's plenty of places here to do that. This will be a great place for family reunion, for graduation party, like if you live nearby, birthday party.
Lots of pavilions, yeah.
And they look new and renovated. Have grills in the back, and almost all of them are right on the water. Lots of parking. So you just can't go wrong here.
So if I was going to rank the 4 we've been to on the Georgia coast over here,
you're going to rank this first?
I would say Jekyll 4th. Then I would take Blythe. Nothing wrong with Blythe. I think Skidaway and this one are above it. And then I would go Skidaway and then Crooked River. Okay. And it's real close at the top there.
Yeah. I always bump Skidaway up because I like Savannah so much.
Yeah, and you got a lot of friends over there.
Yeah, and I just like the accessibility of a big town. Just because we live in a really tiny town. If you live in a big town, you got everything, you know, but we don't have a Target or anything like that close to 1 hour away. So it's always a big deal to me to, I mean, this is vacation. So my vacation is going in Target for an hour.
That's right. So time for an official score. I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
What we rated Skidaway.
I mean, we're going to put it up there.
I'm going to say this is a 9.7.
Oh, that's too high for me.
Too high? Well, let's back it down then.
I'm going to back it down. I'm going to say a 8.9.
8.9?
Those showers are really getting it for me.
8.9.
Okay, 9.
Well, you can't do it.
Probably should have talked about this before.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Let's go to 9.1.
All right, 9.1.
9.1.
Yep.
So that's lower than Skidaway, but as long as in my mind I know I like it better, that's all right.
All that matters.
So official 9.1 rating. If you come over this way, highly recommend checking this place out. Even if you just come over here for the day, lots of stuff to do. You don't really have to be camping and staying overnight.
Hold on, I got one thing to say. Sorry. Make sure you bring bug spray. Bug spray, sunscreen. Forgot sunscreen. You definitely need bug spray. And make sure you check out Cumberland Island.
Yeah.
So if you come do that, let us know.
There's a ferry that goes over there.
There's a ferry.
And you can go check that out and let us know. Hope you guys enjoyed our trip to Crooked River. I think the next trip we're going to General Coffee. In Douglas, Georgia, which we've heard a lot of cool things about. So stay tuned for the videos for that trip. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give us a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, share, check out our Instagram page where Brooklyn posts a lot of cool pictures from our journeys. We'll see you guys next time.
I never knew I drew so